Day two of former President Donald Trump's hush money trial focused on the National Enquirer's former publisher.
Prosecutors claim David Pecker worked with Trump on a catch and kill strategy to buy and bury negative stories during the 2016 campaign, and also at issue whether the former president should be fined or jailed for social media posts prosecutors say violated the gag order.
KTLA's John Fenolio here now with more on today's fireworks in court. John.
Sharon, Micah, that's right. The judge now overseeing the case must consider whether to fine former President Trump in contempt for violating a gag order that he issued last month following Mr. Trump's outbursts on the case on social media. Mr. Trump's attorneys arguing he's done nothing wrong and is simply defending himself. But the judge wasn't having it. At one point, scolding Mr. Trump's lawyer, saying, quote, "You've presented nothing," and adding, "You're losing all credibility with the court." Former President Trump again railing against the gag order he's accused of violating numerous times.
We have a gag order, which to me is totally unconstitutional. An unconstitutional gag order by a highly conflicted judge.
The judge issued a gag order last month, barring the former president from publicly criticizing witnesses, jurors, and their families. But prosecutors argue Mr. Trump did so anyway, repeatedly lashing out at his former lawyer Michael Cohen and adult film star Stormy Daniels on social media. Both are key witnesses. Prosecutors also alleging Mr. Trump criticized the judge's daughter online, claiming she was a, quote, rabid Trump hater. The Manhattan District Attorney's Office insisting Mr. Trump violated the order at least 10 times and wants him to be fined $1,000 for each violation.
Gag orders are there for a reason. They're there to make sure, again, that the criminal justice system can function and that people can proceed knowing that this is a fair trial.
If you or I were subject to this gag order and we tweeted like that, we'd be locked up in a flash. But you and I are not Mr. Trump.
On the stand for a second day, the former publisher of the National Enquirer, David Pecker, testifying that Mr. Trump was directly involved in a scheme to buy, then bury negative stories about him during the 2016 presidential election. Pecker telling jurors he acted as eyes and ears for the Trump campaign to notify them about possible scandals, especially those involving women. Mr. Trump is charged with 34 felony counts of falsifying business records, centering on a $130,000 hush money payment to adult film star Stormy Daniels to prevent her from going public about a sexual affair with Mr. Trump before the election.
David Pecker's testimony really puts the former president at the center of the story, to say that he was aware of arrangements to try and catch and kill negative stories about him.
Mr. Trump continues to insist that he's innocent and that the trial is politically motivated. Now, the judge is expected to make a decision about Trump's alleged gag order violations in the coming days. Meantime, the trial is set to resume with more testimony on Thursday. Back to you.
John, thanks. Still ahead.